We gotta flip flop. Everyone changes their mind. Like they didn't say that last time. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Flip Show. I hope everyone is happy and healthy, doing the things they love. Flip-flopping like Captain Javiana, potentially. I got done last night. I got done on the Spurs 5. They made me play my own song against me. You lot, those of you that were there, you did me dirty. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We put this away for special keeping. I thought it was going to be so much better than it is. It's just a piece of... it's a piece of flannel. The donut one is much better. The donut one is much, much better. How are you guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. Let's get the action in gear. We're not Spurs 5 over here. We're not Spurs 5, are we? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? There we go. That's much better. Much more at home. What's crack-a-lacking, people? What is crack-a-lacking? Smash the like button for me. If you are in the mood to help a brother out, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell button. They should always be squeezed. Comments should be dropped thick and fast. We've got some interesting transfer news, views and clues for yous today, my lovely people. Today's show is also sponsored by OK Jersey. And if you are looking for all of your clobber for your New Year's resolutions, football shirts, retro, new, old, other gear, athleisure wear, whatever it is you're looking for, you can get it over there, cheap as chips. And you can also get 8% off at checkout using code SEAN, SEAN. How are you guys? How are you? How's your week started? For those of you that are back at work, I'm a little bit rushed and ready here. I was a bit caught short. Hola from Australia. Oh, yeah. G'day, mate. G'day. The only difference between people from Australia and people from Old Blighty is the Australians are a nation of people with amnesia. Because they go up at the end of every sentence. So you never know whether they're asking you or they're telling you. I went to the bar last night. Did you? Oh, that's my go-to Australian gamble. It's my go-to Australian little bit. But big up to the Aussies. They're out in full force. You know what? Australia hasn't deserted Tottenham after Ange Postecoglou. I mean, maybe it's just still the hate watch along, whatever it is that they do. They come out just to tell us, you see, you sacked the wrong guy. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I think we sacked the right guy, but I think we employed the wrong guy. And I've got some more evidence to back it up today. What he has said about Matthias Tel. The guy's got a problem with Matthias Tel. He's got a problem with him. Because Matthias Tel put in a brilliant performance. And I don't think he's let us down at all when he's got his 5 minutes here, 6 minutes there. He scored the winning goal against Leeds. He scored the goal against Manchester. I think it was Manchester United. Barely plays any minutes. Always works hard. Amongst other players that are not really trying at times, like Kolo Muani, looks very casual. And I've actually backed Kolo, much to James Flowers' annoyance. Excuse me, got a bit of a New Year's cold. And it's not the Peruvian flu. Tell all. Well, he hasn't called him out, but he didn't give him any credit. And he basically said, yeah, we could give like a run of games to... I'll show you what he said. I'll show you. I'll play it for you. We've also got some transfer news, views and clues for you. Charlie Cresswell, remember him? Leeds United youngster, 6'4", looks a lot like Joe Rodon. He's now at Toulouse and he's linked to Tottenham for like 20 million. I think he's like the brother of or the son of or the cousin of or something, Aaron Cresswell. So links with him going to West Ham as well. But Tottenham apparently now front and centre for this guy. Another right-footed centre-back. We also have links with Radu Dragusin going out. Guess where to today? Fiorentina. Which makes you wonder once again about how good is Paratici really, when all he seems to do is move from one club to the other and then take players that he rates good enough for his future club that are unwanted by the former club. Bentancur and Kulusevski and Bissouma, not Bissouma, but Bentancur and Kulusevski followed him from Juve. And now Solomon and maybe Dragusin are going to follow him from Tottenham to Fiorentina. City are signing Gahey. Is that out this morning, is it? Easy. Oh, yeah, man. We've got Ryan Mason sacked. Ryan Mason sacked. I mean, Jesus Christ. How many games did he get? 19 games or something? Oh, he's the son of ex-striker Richard Cresswell, is he? Okay. So there's no relation to Aaron Cresswell. Anyway, who else we got on the agenda? We've got Bitshiabu, Castello Lukeba, Mathelia, Akliouche, and Thomas Frank wants a progressive passing midfielder. Why? When you tell the ones we already have not to bother, and you just try and bypass the midfield anyway. You absolute bozo! Yeah, look, it's in there. It's in the zeitgeist. It's in the zeitgeist, Lukey. It's like Apple knows what's up. Apple knows what's up. Big up to you all. Oh, I got heartburn today. I had a lot of cheese. I had some cheese last night. Diet went out the window. One bad day, £3 back on. I didn't even eat £3 worth of food. How does that work? I had a little bit of cheese, couple of crackers. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculoso. Let's find out what's going on, people. Let's say to some people here. We've got a couple of super chilly chit chats as well. Big up to Luke. He says, I think I'll pick up my daughter, so I'm back for 12. don't. What's that on my nose? Oh, Jesus. What is that? I'm going to get rid of you in a minute. Like, you look like Pinocchio. Where did you come from? How'd you get a spot on the end of your nose, by the way? Oh, that's horrible. I might have to put the show on pause. But then I'm going to go and pick it, and I'll come back like Rudolph. Speaking of Rudolph, by the way, nice little segue. There's some geezer on Twitter called Rudolph N17. There used to be a bar in Tottenham called Rudolph. But this is what he's talking about. Spurs have also spoken to Lukeba, spoken about during Diomande discussions. And I don't know how you say this guy's name. Is it Methali or Metali? I don't know. Anyway, I've got all the stats up on these guys. Bitshiabu's a good player. Don't mind that one. Look forward to that one. But Castello Lukeba for me is the Latata. And of course, guys, you know, a day can't go by in the old Butler zeitgeist, the content that's got a content, without mentioning a certain name. Ademola Lookman. Look, man, the geezer is Latataring it over in the AFCON. You know, this is one of those ones where Butler's been right. But Butler's got to go and pick that thing off. What the fuck has happened there? Looks horrendous. Just on here for a short stint before my healthy lunch. I'll bore off, Mike. Get yourself a beer, mate. You know? World War III is around the corner, don't you know? Trump's gone in and broken every international law to get rid of a bad guy. Now he wants to go to Greenland because they're a bad guy too. Fucking, you can't. Listen, that bloody Santa Claus, that bloody Santa Claus and Rudolph, they're trouble. We have to get rid of them. You know what's coming, guys? We have got not long left on this planet. So get yourself right with God. Even if you're an atheist, it's a lose-lose situation. There is war coming, people. But is there war in the transfer market? Let's find out. Before we get into all of that, let's just say hello to some people Yeah, I just saw someone saying Taiwan's next as well. 100%. 100%, Marshall. 100%. Who's your friend, Sean, and why are they being nosy? I can't stop looking at it. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. It makes my nose look like it's an arrow. I always thought I had a fairly okay nose. I gotta go and pick it. No, I'm just gonna step back a little bit. There you go. I'll just do it like this. Today's show is brought to you. Hang on, is my audio correct, by the way? Yeah, it is, yeah. Today's show is brought to you by me and my mate. Sense another channel coming. You know me, fickle Spurs fan. You know me, mate. Where there's a topic, there is a channel. Pop it on stream. I'm not doing that. Content's got a content. Yeah. It's going to pop up. See what's going on. Let's sign some people, shall we? Let's get the super chats done straight out of the traps. George Super Cup Legends. Big up to you, my man. He's a new member of the show. Big up to you. By the way, loved the members phoning show last night. That hour and 45 minutes or however long we went for, hour and 40, absolutely flew by. And I'm going to do more. So obviously probably won't do it today because we did it yesterday. But and then Wednesday is game day. So probably going to do it Friday or Thursday night. So lock yourself in, Georgie. Thank you very much for your membership, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the over 200 other members as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more of those things. I know Axatos is he was calling me out yesterday, wasn't he? You're a bad fan, Sean. You're a very bad fan. We have to go back to September the 26th. That was the last fan phoning show, Sean. He's Austrian. In case you're wondering, is that Scottish? No, he's Austrian. Big up to you, Georgie. Aussie Frank Love stuck in a super sticker of love. Super sticker train. Well, it has. Choo. Frank Lover, choo. Thank you very much indeed. Let us know where we're picking you up from on the super sticker train today, people. And don't forget to smash the like button as you get on board it. Big up to you. Thank you very much indeed. He's also a user story has come in saying, now Mason has been released. Would he head back? Oh, God. He probably thinks he can, by the way. He probably thinks like, I don't know, get himself back in the fetal position. Mama, I want to come home to mama. Like, get out. Go and fend for yourself. You've flown the nest. The nest is gone. The nest is empty and it's occupied-o. I mean, what are we doing here? And you know, what's his name? The geezer who's gone to Colorado. He'll be out on his arsehole before the end of the season as well, won't he? That's what we do. We cultivate winners at Tottenham Hotspur. Absolutely ridiculous. He was always going to look like, I just like, there's something about Ryan Mason, nice guy, right? But I was saying this on the phone to Johnny earlier this morning. I was like, I just feel like in management, you can't be a nice guy. You can't be the players' friends. You can't sit there and have a game of FIFA with them and then scold them for not putting the ball in the back of the net. You have to have like the perfect blend of accessibility and familiarity, right? You have to have that relationship, not just in football management, but in any management sort of ecosystem. Your people that are underneath you, they need to have a healthy level of respect for you, a smidgen of fear for consequences of breaking the rules or pissing you off, but also a relationship where you can be approached and you can have a conversation and a cup of coffee and discuss work or life or whatever you're going through. You have to have like, it can't be all fear like military stuff. It can't be all love like your best mates. It has to be built on layers of the right balance of approach or accessibility and familiarity. And I just think that Ryan Mason doesn't strike me as the sort of guy that anybody's ever going to be scared of. Anybody's ever going to think, oh, I don't want to get told off by Ryan Mason. You know, and I just think that this day and age, these players are so mollycoddled at all levels of football that they need a bit of a disciplinarian, but not too much that they get soft and woke from it, if that makes sense. And I never thought that Ryan Mason would ever succeed, but it's a shame for him. But people that told, oh, he's going to come back and be one of our own one day, nah, not for me. He just doesn't have the je ne sais quoi. Big up to Dino, Chudini. Big up to you, mate. Chew to you, buddy. Chew to you. Got an itchy nose. No, I've got a spot on this. I've got an itchy nose as well. I don't know what is going on here. Big up to you, Chudini. Thank you very much indeed for the super sticker. Always here, always supporting, buddy. Always here, always supporting for the super sticker. Just some Joe has done exactly the same thing. Big up to you, Joe. How are you doing, mate? Thank you so much indeed for your support as always. And Ulrika, ratatata, Ulrika Kaka. It must be late for you, 11 o'clock. Are you having a G&T? Have you dried your bits? If so, pull yourself another one and lock yourself in. We've got some transfer news, views, and clues to get to. Big up to you, Ulrika. Thank you very, very much. Thank you to all of you guys. Appreciate you all very much indeed. Is he here? Is Axatos here? I think I just saw him. I saw Anaconda. Big up to you. I think I saw that. There he is. Where are your fan shows? Where are your fan shows, Butler? You bad man. You bad fan. Superb stuff. Where's the ramblings of the rabbit hole, Sean? They're coming back, mate. They're coming back. I've just been tied up, mate. I've got so much going on. I've got to do my personal taxes as well before the tax man comes at me. I've got to get that done this week. There he is. He's always here. Where are you? Where are your fan shows? All right, let's get into some transfer news, views, and cliggity clues. Let's start with, shall we start with this idea that, where am I? So, Al Ali, here we go. Let me bring this up. Share this tab instead. Al Ali, Fenerbahce. Why can't I bring it up? What is going on? Where's my StreamYard? Here we go. What's going on here? Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Al Ali, Fenerbahce, and Charlotte FC have made exploratory moves for Yves Bissouma. Why do I know about Charlotte FC? Who's recently gone to Charlotte FC? Wasn't that in the press? Something to do with Tottenham? Wasn't there a Charlotte FC link yesterday? Oh, no, it's the... Who was it? Someone's gone to Charlotte FC recently. Can't think who it is. Anyway, Yves Bissouma. By the way, the guy that would sit fourth, if you were to take his last season's form, which wasn't that spectacular until the end, but if you were to take his last season's form, then... Oh, that's it. Harvey Elliott, Biggie. Harvey Elliott, that's the one. Yeah. They wanted Harvey Elliott. They're going to land with Yves Bissouma. So Ben Jacobs has said that Yves Bissouma might be going to one of these three clubs. Do you know, as I said to you guys yesterday, right? In fact, I'll show it now. You might have seen it on the Spurs 5. Forgive me for repeating myself. But this is the 24-25 progressive passes data. Yves Bissouma, 4.81 progressive passes per 90 as a 6, by the way, or as the deeper guy in a double pivot. Compare that to this year. He would sit comfortably ahead of everybody apart from Pedro Porro, Destiny Udogie, who doesn't always play, and Xavi Simons in progressive passes. Just note that, right? There's 3 players. Can you see this on the screen? There is 3 players with progressive passes that are more than 4 times per 90. And yet, if you go back to last season, there are 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 people that have progressed the ball on a per 90 basis more than 4 times. So this notion that we can't progress the ball, it's a load of absolute tosh. And he wants it. Now, where's my link? Where's my story that I wanted to show you? Here we go. Thomas Frank is looking for a centre midfielder who is with full energy, has pace, and is a progressive passer. Well, sorry, but Rodrigo Bentancur last season was a progressive passer, 5.5 times per game. This season, Rodrigo Bentancur, 2.72 times per game. So you've got one. If you want it, you're just telling him not to do it. You also have one in Yves Bissouma. You also have one, by the way, Pape Sarr last season, 4.13. Right? I mean, what are we doing here? Yves Bissouma, 4.81. Pape Matar Sarr, 4.13. If you ask them to do it, this season, they would be on that list. No, that's it. That's the wrong one. This one here. They would be it. They'd be on the list. You're not asking them to do it. And you know what? The chat on this particular, that's not it. On this one here, the comments are fantastic, right? I've already put my thing in a minute ago before I came live. He has Berghvall, but misuses him. Get him gone, man. Sarr or Berghvall. For what? Why do we need a progressive to watch the ball flying over his head? We have one, but you're playing him as a 10. I mean, they're saying that Berghvall's the more progressive, but actually the stats suggest that he's the least progressive of all of them. If you go back to 24-25 here, you find that Berghvall is, there he is. Berghvall has 3.63 progressive passes per 90 in an Ange Postecoglou system. Right, but there's other options there as well. Berghvall is a progressive passer. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. I'm not saying we don't want better. Of course we want better. Of course. You know, of course we want better. But he's making out like he can't do anything else. And this is what's really annoying me. Now, as I say, I have made it clear to you guys that I'm not particularly frank out because I don't know where we're going to go with the different. I don't know where we pivot to. Right? I don't know what you go and do right now. Are you going to bring in Maresca? I don't think Maresca's done anything. Excuse me for 1 second, guys. Yeah, I don't think you can do anything with. I don't think Maresca has proven himself necessarily at Chelsea. Right, he had a lot of money being spent on him, but then he had his hands tied behind his back by the owners. No youth, no experience. You know, I like how he plays football generally, but he's choked in many big games. So, and small games, he's choked. So, I don't know how you judge Maresca, but Oliver Glasner. Do you really want to bring Oliver Glasner in? I think he's going to Manchester United. Most people want to wait for Pochettino. That's going to take 6 months. There's no point in bringing in an interim. I mean, unless Thomas Frank comes out and calls out the board, just like what Maresca did and what Amorim has done and what Oliver Glasner is doing and what Eddie Howe has done to a degree. And, you know, as soon as you call out the board, then you have to make the change. But until then, you might as well keep it the same. I don't think he'll call out the board, even though he has made some sort of snide little digs at the relationship between. In fact, he said it. I mentioned all this yesterday. I said to you guys, we have to have a situation where you have to recognize the balance between the owners of the football club that have closer relationships with the directors of football than they do with the managers, because they'll be in the office most of the time. The directors of football that are tasked with the process of thinking about the future of the football club, and the manager that wants things that are going to help him right there. And then they're just, in a nutshell, is like one example of the conflict that naturally results. So what you need, and obviously the director of the football is probably going to be there longer than the manager. The players will certainly be there longer than the manager. And the owners of the football club need to be thinking about all of those things and the cost of doing business. So, yes, you want to back the manager to a degree, but you really have to back the director of football more and trust in his process so that you buy players that are good enough for whoever it is that is going to be managing the football club. And hopefully you have a continuity of philosophy, right? We spoke about all this yesterday. Even if you don't have a continuity of philosophy and you hope that the manager will be here 5 years, the chance of that happening is amplified many times over on a multiplier if you have the people singing from the same hymn sheet. And Thomas Frank did come out and say that. He said the clubs that have the best chance of success are clubs where the ownership, the board, or the kind of leadership, the ownership, the leadership, and the manager are all on the same page. And he pointed out that there's 3 clubs in England that have that: Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. And that's true. Right, he said that. I only saw those quotes this morning. I spoke about it all day yesterday with you guys on multiple channels. So I'm not going to carry on repeating myself. But there's absolute truth to that. But the manager, therefore, has to get on board. Like, if a manager wants to have a chance to stay, then he has to be on board and more malleable than anyone else, because he's the guy that's going to get sacked. Now, obviously, he gets his payoff. I mean, look at I'm never going to call the guy by his real name because I think it's dopey. So I'm going to call him Liam Reservoir from now on. Thanks Phil P for the tip. Liam Reservoir has just signed a 6-year deal. A 6-year deal to be manager of Chelsea. 6 years. 6. What? Chelsea have lost their bloody mind. They've lost their mind. That guy will be out of here in 2026. He will be sacked in 2026 and get 5 years payoff. Absolutely. He might go back to like Strasbourg or something if he fails, but he won't be here in 2027, in my opinion. And if he is, he's just a yes man. So all that like giving it large on the sidelines and all that bollocks that he talks about, where he thinks he's a tough guy, it's all just theatre. 5-year payoff. 5-year payoff incoming, Drewski. You know? Surely you're excited to get Mason back. Fuck no. He can't wait to get sacked. Yeah, legend for signing the deal. But my God, what has he signed up to? What has he said? Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. I'll play whoever you ask me to play, Todd. Whoever you ask me to play is fine with me because I'm here for 6 years. Yeah, sure. 6 months in. Nah, this fucking guy's an absolute fucking clown. Yeah, this ball, Dad, they won't let me do what I want, Gov. I don't know. I don't think he's even Cockney, to be honest, but he's... What are we doing? Right. Anyway, let's get into it. Conspiracy. Managers are purposely doing shit jobs to get payoffs. 100%. 100%. Some concrete rumours today. Well, there's some decent rumours out there. There's some decent rumours. Ben Jacobs on Last Word on Spurs said that we were interested in Charlie Cresswell. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this is Charlie Cresswell, who is a player I'd completely forgotten about. He went to Toulouse last year, 2024, summer 2024. From Leeds. Leeds got £3.5 million for him. He grew up, he went to Millwall on loan, didn't work there, ended up going to Toulouse. He's now apparently worth about 20 million quid, 15 million euro market valuation. He's done fairly well there, apparently. He does look and feel a little bit like a Joe Rodon type, super old school centre back, good in the air, good positional, good tackling. At least that's what I've seen on the Y Scout, but his actual stats look bang average. I'll show you his stats. Not particularly impressive stats. And not a player that I'm particularly excited about. Let's have a look at his his output stats. He gets a goal every 5 games. I think he scored 1 goal or 2 goals, I think, for Toulouse. Aerial threat. Good in the air. He's about 6'4". He's 192 or something, 194, something like that. But in terms of actual defensive capabilities, his passing capabilities, not the best. Pass completed, 42 from 50, 84 percentile, which is bang average. Did you see, by the way, the passing stats that I showed last night from Tottenham last season to this season? A team that plays more progressive, a team that throws more caution to the wind, has higher pass completion ratios than what we're doing with our boring horseshoe football. We've got a 78% pass completion ratio across the team. I mean, it's absolutely dreadful. Was it 78%? Let me remind myself. Passing stats. Where's my passing stats? Yeah, 78.5% this year. 78.5% pass completion percentage. And last year in the Manic Ange Ball, we had 82.7%. It's like 4% difference or something, 3.5% difference, which is meaningful. And I wouldn't even say that 82% is that particularly impressive. It really isn't. But if you're progressing the ball as much as we tried, it's even more impressive, or it's even more comparatively impressive than what Frank is trying to achieve. I mean, it's just it's haramble. There's no other way to describe it. The stats speak for themselves. Anyway, Cresswell, not particularly great with his passing. Not short, not medium, not particularly good with his longs. His assists, again, that's just like a flick-on header. He's done it once in 20 games or something. Pass types, bang average. Even his defensive stats. Where's his defensive stats? They just don't look great, right? One tackle per game. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't interest me or excite me at all. But I will be honest. I don't know like too much about him. I haven't seen too much about him. I only spent like 5 or 6 minutes looking through the Y Scout to take a look-see. Just thought I'd show him to you. So we signed anyone yet? No. It's the whole point, mate, isn't it? It's the whole point, Lee. Big up to you. You know, you go and get rid of Brennan Johnson because there's an opportunity. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you have to opportunity. Otherwise, it's not necessarily going to be there. So we are in the market. Dear. I am getting better with that accent, though. I've been working on it. I'm getting better. Yes. By the end, but as soon as my wig arrives, I know he's gonna get sacked just before my wig arrives from Temu, and then the whole content game is gonna go out the window. It is improving, isn't it? It's improving. Yes. Just got back. What have you missed? Not a lot, to be honest, but me waffling as per usual. 690 people in the house, guys. Please give us a like button. Terence Tibbs in the house. Shut up, you Spurs idiot. Strong words. I'm not going to shut up because I'm on a monologue, bro. What are you doing in the chat, you donut? What are you doing? Regarding accent, whatever you say. Regarding what do you mean, Michelle? What do you mean? It's clearly getting better. Yeah, we'll try. Look, 6, 7. We are getting better. We are doing it better. Sean, what's your favourite beer? My favourite beer is probably... I used to like Rocky. What are they called? It's a Canadian beer. Is it called Rocky? No. Rolling Rock. You can't. I don't think you can get them in the UK anymore. Well, at least I haven't seen them in the supermarket ever. But in my 20s, when I used to be really into beer. These days, I'm more into cider, as you know. Thatcher's. Try harder. All right. Some of you clearly aren't particularly impressed with my efforts. And what I can say to you about that is, I don't care. It's my effort and I'm happy. Anyway, let's move on, shall we, guys? So, yeah, apparently Tottenham are going to hijack West Ham's move for Charlie Cresswell. He left Leeds to join Toulouse for a 3.8 million fee in the summer of 24. He's been a huge hit out in France, apparently. West Ham have been heavily linked with a swoop for Cresswell as Nuno's January business begins to heat up. However, there could be trouble ahead for the Hammers. Ben Jacobs said that Spurs could be set to pounce for Cresswell this month. I'm told Charlie Cresswell, the ex-Leeds player who's also on West Ham United's radar, is a name that Tottenham are looking at and might be available in January. So if Spurs can find a young and versatile defender, then perhaps that paves the way for Dragusin to leave. It's an extremely interesting update, and West Ham fans should be taking note of what Jacob said. This guy, Radu Dragusin, by the way, the guy needs to park it. He needs to shut up a little bit, or at least his agent does. He hasn't been fit, guys. He hasn't been fit. How can you be mad at a club for not playing you when you've been injured for 9 months? Doesn't make any sense. And the second he's back, play me, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Like, who do you think you are? Bro? And your agent's an absolute donut. But if he wants out, then we need to bring in someone else, which is possibly why we have been linked with so many right-footed, right-sided centre-backs for so long, because it didn't make any sense really having another right-footed centre-back if we had Kota Takai, if we had Dragusin, if we had eventually Vuskovic, even though Vuskovic plays 60% of his minutes, I think that's still true. Let me look him up. Vuskovic on transfer market. I'm pretty sure he has played the vast majority of his minutes. Let's do this together, shall we? Let's do this together. Bosch. See detailed performance data. And then how do I see it? Why can't I see it properly? Is this it? I can't remember how you see it. Don't worry. But either way, 60% of his minutes he has played. Maybe it's on the different stat website. 60% of his minutes he has played as a left side of the two when they played in the two. So he certainly can come in and play that role behind Micky van der Ven. But Micky van der Ven has come out and spoken and said that he really enjoys playing left back. He gives him the freedom to get forward and express himself. I wouldn't mind seeing it. We need to bring in a left back, a left-sided centre-back, a left-footed left-sided centre-back. One such player that we have been linked with is, of course, Castello Lukeba. And he is a player that I've loved. As if you've been watching my channel for a long time, then he's a player that I've loved for a long time. I haven't taken a look at his stats for a long time. Let's dial in and have a look-see, shall we? Is it on the screen? It is on the screen. Love to see it. Where's his defensive stats? Percentage of dribblers tackled, 81.5%, 97th percento. That's what I'm talking about. He only loses 1 in every 5 people that try and get past him. 89th percentile, blocks, 93rd percentile, passes blocked, 98th percentile. But in terms of possession, Ratatata, he's not afraid to get on the ball. I've said to you before, he loves a little ping as well. Loves a little through ball, a progressive passer. He can run with it as well, by the way. 99th percentile for RB Leipzig. 1.82 take-ons attempted. And he does it most of the time. Successful take-on percentage relative to other centre-backs. 65%. 2 out of every 3 times he tries to beat a man, he actually beats him. Love to see it. Love to see it. That's like 50 Cent kind of ratios of beating men. You know, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Carries, 47 carries a game. He's a very, very good player. Carries into the final third as well. Does that once a game because RB Leipzig play with a higher line. Absolutely sensational stuff. Look at his passing stats. Oh, he's not doing as much in the way of long passes this year. Okay, that's interesting. But his medium passes, his through balls. Can we see his progressive passes? What are we doing here? Where's the progression? Passes into the... What are we looking for? Progressive carrying distance. That's carries. He likes to carry it. We've done that. Here we go. Progressive passes. That's received. That's not what I'm looking for. Where are you? Passing. Progressive passes. Bosch. He does more progressive passes per 90 than 95% of our team. What are we doing here? Let's get him in. Get my man Castello Lukeba in the house. What are you saying? Watching for too long, Buster? Well, I've been repeating myself for 3 years. Yeah, his agent looking... Is that Radu Dragusin, yeah? He just had 11 months' wages for, a massage every day. Not bad. Toulouse, big up, Foxy. Toulouse paid... Is that what Foxy looks like? Ah, Foxy. You've changed your profile picture. Nice to see you, my man. Nice to see you. Toulouse paid about 4 million for Cresswell last year and now want 5 times that price. Yeah, 100%. I don't want to touch him. You know, but I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing here. Mayor Sean the Sheep, says Ansav Panda. Good one. I've never heard that one before. Never heard it. Genuinely never heard Sean the Sheep. Gee whiz. Anyway, let's move on to the next story for us, guys. This is out of Give Me Sport, my much frequented And you know what? I looked on my YouTube analytics, right? And apparently quite a not that insignificant amount of my traffic comes from Give Me Sport to watch videos. So I don't know if Give Me Sport put out articles where they link to my videos that talk about their stories. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of I don't know, kumbaya going on, a little bit of scratching. You know what I mean? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's talk about what Lorinus Pukis has said. He says Tottenham Hotspur are keen on signing rising star Magnus Akliouche in January, according to reports. The North London side are looking to add a new wide player to Thomas Frank's squad this month, and have identified Akliouche as another option. Spurs were reportedly in attendance to watch the 23-year-old on Saturday during Monaco's 3-1 defeat to Lyon, as they look to step up their interest in the forward. As far as I'm aware, Akliouche didn't play very well in that game. Akliouche is viewed as a player that with a very high ceiling and was the subject of interest from Tottenham during the summer window, but discussions failed to progress. According to Team Talk, Spurs have been closely following. Yeah. All right, so there's nothing really new here. The Monegasque side. Someone's on the phone. Someone's calling me. 1 second. It's Johnny. Just find out what Johnny wants. Johnny, I'm just on the stream, my man. You are now on the stream as well.
Okay. Hello to everyone. It's boilerless, heaterless, waterless Johnny here, calling from a sunny, cold Hertfordshire. Sean?
Yes.
Football link later. Let me know where.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
Yeah?
I'll call you back later.
All right. Bye.
He never wants to come on Spurs Talk Show anymore. You know? Because he's got his own channel now, which I'm part of. Start a second channel, lose a key figure from my own channel. You know, it's how it goes, right? It's how it goes. Launch pads and all that stuff. Kate Rixham says then doing nothing about it. He's not that good this season. Akliouche, yeah? Well, the audio's gone. Is it back? Is the audio back? Audio's good. Someone else has had a shit show. Sean the plumber, get down there. I had to fix the plumbing again, by the way, yesterday. The plumbing went out again in the house. I was straight upstairs, did the old tap-a-roo, released the pressure, released the Kraken. Jobs are good. And 2 minutes later, hit the reset button. I was sweating within about half an hour because I turned it up too much. Audio never went. Okay. Good. Let's move away from the Akliouche story because it's boring. Let's get to the story that we all want to talk about, though, don't we? Let's talk a little bit. I think you might have already seen it. There he is, my man, my winger, my number 9, Lookman. That's a tartar. Tottenham, one of the sides showing an interest in Atalanta winger Lookman during the January window. It's believed that Spurs are in the market for attacking reinforcements following the sale of Johnson. Lookman, described as world-class by BBC journalist John Bennett, was born in London but is currently representing Nigeria. What is this? At the African Cup of Nations. The former Everton forward is naturally a left-sided forward, but scoring twice in Serie A this season from just 2 starts. It's unclear whether he'd be interested in a return to England, having implied his trade at Everton, Charlton and Fulham and Leicester before his move to Italy in 2022. I'm going to put a poll out for this one. I think we have to get a poll going. I want to ask you guys whether or not you think we should get this guy. Where does he sit on your radar, your diddly radar? Right, let's do it. Start a poll. Lookman on your priority list. First, actually, no, let me change that. Lookman, Akliouche, even though they're slightly different players. Who else are we looking at? And Die. Shout me out some names. Trying to think who else we got. Who else? What's the other winger we're looking for? Realistic wingers. Oh, I'll put in Noosa as well. There you go. How about that one? That doesn't make any sense, by the way. Where is Lookman on your priority list? And I've given you 4 player names. It doesn't make any sense. Just pick a player. Just pick a player that you want. Let's see where we're going with it. Savio. I should have put Savio in, shouldn't I? Should have put Savio in. Fucking end the poll, Dave. I'm ending that poll. Start again. Donut. Start a poll. Lookman, Savio, Noosa, Akliouche. Preference. Do it again. Second time's a charm. That's what she said. Third time's a disaster, though. Anyway. Where was I? We've done Charlie Cresswell. We've done Akliouche, haven't we? Yes, we have. We're talking about. We're talking now about my man Lookman. Did you know, people, that that Ademola Lookman has. Where's my story here? Oh, by the way, apparently, Chris Cowling's put out something from Give Me Sport. Tottenham Hotspur are interested in signing Atletico Bilbao forward Nico Williams as a potential replacement for Brennan Johnson. What are we doing here? Nico Williams is one of the high-profile names Tottenham are considering in their ongoing search for a new wide forward. Luring the frightening Spain international out of his boyhood club, Athletic, may prove a difficult task, as Williams is under contract until the end of the 2034-35 season. He's got a 10-year contract, by the way, and reportedly earns 350 grand per week. Fucking that guy. He's never going to leave. Never, ever going to leave Bilbao, because they have to. They can't replace him because they have to go via the Basque region rules, don't they? It doesn't work that way. He's not going to leave there. It will cost an absolute fortune, and he's bang average anyway. By the way, he's bang average anyway. What else I want? What else I want to show you? Let's pivot back to. My man Spurs, Thomas Frank, for a second, right? Again, the notion of can you see this on the screen? Is it on the screen? Yeah, it is. I just want to reinforce once again this notion of why we can't do any better. 25-26 Premier League table plus each side's total attempted through balls this season and how many have led to shots in the same period. Manchester City have placed 73 through balls attempted, and that 1 in 3 of them, give or take, 1 in 3.5 of them, 2 in 7 of them, get to a shot. Arsenal doing very good. Even Manchester United, who are bang average, they at least try the through balls. Chelsea try a lot of through balls. Where are Tottenham on this list? Oh no. We've only tried 9 through balls the entire season. Wolverhampton Wanderers on 6 points have tried almost twice as many through balls as we have. Do me a favour. This guy is anti-football. It's anti-football. He is setting us up. Can you imagine being Xavi Simons and going, let me get on the ball, boss? He's like, yeah, when you get on the ball, try to pass sideways 6-7 times a game. Maybe look back. But when we lose the ball, I want you to press and run and annoy the goalkeeper. That's Frank Ball. Okay? Don't worry so much about through balls or progression. Don't. It's not what we do here. Oh, I'm into Bane then. I'm into Bane from Batman. You are from the dark. I was born here. How did I go from Frank into Bane? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ almighty. 19 games and 9 through balls. It has to be a joke. Yeah. We're less than half a through ball a game. 100. It's 200 minutes per through ball. 200 minutes per through ball. That's what we're working with, guys. That is what we are working with in Thomas Frank. Jesus Christ. Frank is the bane of my existence. Yeah. Jesus Christ almighty. It's not good. It really isn't good. Batman. I'm gonna get Thomas Frank with the mask on. I am from the bar. You will not play through balls. Only pass backwards. Oh, Jesus. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. Not good. Not good. Who's the realistic replacement with these players, Sean? But it's not about the players, Henry. I mean, look, the players need to be better, for sure. For sure. The players need to be better. They are, but like, the stats and the data speak for themselves, mate. It's like, it's the narrative is all wrong. The narrative is all wrong. Get the impression going, Sean. We are due a through ball soon then, yeah. We're due a through ball sometime in February, sometime in January, yeah. I'd love Bain in the dugout, yeah, unbelievable. How did I go from Thomas Frank to Thomas Bain? Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. What are we doing here? This is what we do here. This is what you get from me. You know, absolute waffle. Absolute 100% unadulterated waffle. Okay? Well, that's it. If that's not for you, then I don't know. Go and find. Go and watch Last Word on Spurs, and they're all professional. Go and watch We Are Tottenham to be very professional. Right here, you get nothing but nonsense. Absolute waffle. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. But these are the stats, guys. These are the stats. Write down. Keep going. West Ham United have got 3 times the amount of through balls. We haven't even broken double figures. Jesus Christ. I mean, Manchester City have got 8 times the amount of through balls and 1 solitary he'll probably look at that and go, see, why would we put the through balls through? Right? You only shoot once. There's no point in doing it. The risk reward. No. I don't know what we do. Well, where do we go from here? This guy. So I wanted to see where we got to with the Lookman pitch. We did it. Lookman 58%, Savio 15%, Noosa 9%, Akliouche 18%. Okay, 222 votes. We'll let that one ride for a minute. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Other news for us. Let's talk about Ryan Mason, our ex-boy, our lad. He's been sacked, right? Former Tottenham, this is from the Mirror, Tottenham player and coach Ryan Mason landed the West Brom job back in the summer. But the Baggies have axed him in the wake of a 10th straight away loss on Monday night. Maybe that's the reason why our away form has gone so much better. Ryan Mason's absence. West Brom have announced that head coach Ryan Mason has been relieved of his duties after the Baggies fell to a 10th consecutive away defeat against Leicester. Mason, 34, landed the West Brom job, keep saying West Ham, in the summer after a stint coaching at Tottenham, whom he had also previously managed on an interim basis, but the former midfielder has been unable to bring success to the Hawthorns and leaves with the club 18th in the Championship, 10 points off the playoff places, closer to relegation. Is that the end of the article? Good insight. Let's talk about this though. Like, there's a big problem, guys. Right? There's a lot of managers are getting the chop. Now, I've been saying, and maybe I've been wrong about this. Because Yeah, my argument's been like, you can't sack him just as you're going into the January window because it makes you look rudderless. But everybody else seems to be taking the approach of, no, sack. If you have any doubts, then sack the guy before the January window's out, so you can bring someone else in and give them reinforcements to help them. So don't. Sky breaking news: Spurs plan a through ball in their next match. Jesus Christ! How is Lookman the favourite in this pool? Says Danny Heatley. Have you seen what he's done? Hang on, let me. Have you seen what he's done in the AFCON? Lookman AFCON. I think he's got 4 goals and 3 assists or something. Oh, look at that. Osimhen's had a temper tantrum apparently. Open this up for you. 1 second. Nigerian football is there's temper tantrums going on apparently. Let's have a look-see. Victor Osimhen's on-field meltdown cast a shadow over what was an otherwise celebratory night for Nigeria as the Super Eagles demolished Mozambique 4-0 to advance to the African Cup of Nations quarterfinals on Monday. The Galatasaray striker was booed off the pitch after demanding to be substituted. Jesus Christ! Following a heated confrontation with teammate Ademola Lookman. Ah, man! Lookman can't help himself, can he? Can't help himself. He has an argument with absolutely everybody. During the round of 16 match at the Complex Sportif de Fay, the incident erupted in the 63rd minute with Nigeria 3-0 up and Osimhen on a hat-trick when he berated Lookman and Onyemechi for not passing the ball. This sparked a verbal altercation so intense that Nigeria captain Wilfred Ndidi and even Mozambique defender Reinildo Mendava, Sunderland player, had to physically intervene between the players. Calvin Bassey of Fulham also jumped into the fray as peacemaker. Osimhen subsequently requested to leave the field and was replaced with Moses Simon by coach Eric Schell. The striker's spicy behaviour continued in the aftermath. He sat morose on the bench, then skipped the team's post-match huddle on the pitch, walking directly to the dressing room alone at the final whistle. He was first to board the team bus, bypassing mandatory media duties in the mixed zone. Gee whiz. Lookman, who was the recipient of the verbal riposte from Osimhen, came straight to the press conference from the pitch and waved off the confrontation, insisting there was no lingering issues between the players. No, I've not seen him. Should I do the accent? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Get called a racist again. No, I've not seen him, but I don't really think that's really important. The team won 4-0. He's our number one guy. Everyone knows this. Top striker, top player. The rest is not really important. There are no issues between me and Victor. It's just football. He is my brother. Lookman proceeded to the dressing room after, and Captain Wilfred indeed dismissed any talk of a fracture in the dressing room among the striking corps, attributing the flare-up to intense will to win. It was just a competitive mindset. We wanted more. We agreed we wanted more. I mean, anyway, that wasn't the article I was looking for. The actual article that I was looking for to show you was his unbelievable outperformance in the cup. I think he's got 4 goals and 5 assists, or 5 goals and 4 assists, or something already. You know, he's going to get the golden boot and the player of the tournament for sure. Maybe he won't though, because maybe that's why he didn't pass the ball. Maybe that's why he didn't pass the ball. What is this? Pass me the ball. No. Fucking hell. Cancelled again. Big up to my man, Super Blaine. Super Blaine. Big up to you. He says, big up Sean on Spurs Talk Show, having the 4th highest views in 2025 of all Tottenham channels. Over 7 million views on your videos. Thank you so much, Blaine. That's so generous of you. And it wasn't even cooler is that I missed February and March because of the hack. I came back in January for like half of it, and I disappeared again for February and March. So it could have been maybe more. But yeah, thank you so much, Blaine. That's super nice of you, and thank you to everyone that's been a part of the channel. It's been a cracking year of growth, and I'm very, very grateful. So much so that I've grown a spot on my nose as a way to reach out to the community and say, gracias for the attenzione. Big up to you, Blaine. It's very generous, my man. Very, very generous. I need to get you back on the show soon, Blaine. Every time I put the link in the WhatsApp group, mate, you shun me. And every time you plan to come over to Tottenham. Have you got your first ticket yet, by the way? Blaine, when is it? Manchester City or something, isn't it? It's your first home game. Must be in February then, is it? I thought you got a half a season ticket. So doesn't that mean you get 19 games? But thank you so much, mate. Very generous. Super, super generous, Blaine Devlin. Always there. Always supporting. Always. Why is you gay? You come for the Spurs chat and stay for the accent. Yeah, very, very cool of you, Blaine. Thank you very much. He said Man City. Man City's his first game, is it? That spot is a good and managed beach. Yeah, I don't know where it's come from. How do you get a spot on your nose? If you get it around here, it's because of bad diet. But on your nose? Fucking outrageous. You only get the home games, mate. So 9 total. Oh, they're shafting you on. That makes sense, doesn't it? 9, yeah. Of course it does, yeah. Yeah, it does, yeah. 9.5 home games. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? It's 8. Yeah. You see, maths is obviously not really my strong point. Can't smile without Spurs. Haven't seen you before, mate. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. We've had a really nice growth in the last week. I think we got like 700 new subs or something. So something's changed in the algorithm. They're putting me out to more people. But I did myself dirty, didn't I? I did. Yes, Scott, I did. But yeah, if you are new around these here parts, then don't forget to smash the subby. So you get them. It's free to do, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you. I'm trying to think what else I've got to talk to you lot about. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the old Spurs Express. Anything on the Twitter feed there? Oh, we got some commentary. Got some commentary from Thomas Frank, have we? Oh, this is it. This is it. It's the Matthias Tel thing. First of all, so this is what he said. This is what he said on the. Yeah, I'm glad I brought this back up. Let's do this again. Hang on. Not you, you donut. Where are we going here? This is the one. So Thomas Frank on the Matthias Tel future at the club amidst loan rumours. I think it's pretty fair to say that we are maybe a little bit short on offensive options. I think it's also fair to say there's no one who's really grabbed that shirt on the left-hand side. So I think that's definitely up for grabs. I think it was a positive performance from Mathys. I think he did some positive things and got into good situations. Now, what else he also said, though? He hasn't had any fucking chances, mate. He hasn't had any chances on the left-hand side. He's played so few minutes. He's been treated like an absolute donut, in my opinion. And I think he plays very well or tries to play very well. I think he's aggressive and he's hungry. And I liked his performance against Sunderland, especially in the first half. But what I would say is that that Thomas Frank also came out and was asked. I haven't got the quote in front of me, but he was asked, "Is he going to get a run of games now because of his performance?" And Thomas Frank said, "Look, yeah, I mean, you can." Like on the one hand, you want to be able to give someone who needs to raise their performances a run of games to try to do that. But on the other hand, you have to also think about the opposition and, you know, think about their threats and their like, again, always thinking about them. The SWOT analysis for him is I'm terrified of Bournemouth. So basically he's saying that Matthias Tel hasn't played well enough and doesn't deserve any minutes relative to the risk of being concerned about Bournemouth. A Bournemouth team who haven't won in 11 games, by the way. The disrespect to Matthias Tel is a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. And I think most Tottenham fans didn't want him. Like, when he signed in the summer, most Tottenham fans were like, what are we doing here? I think most Tottenham fans neglected to remember that the deal was pretty much organised back in January of 2024, of which most people were more than happy to get him at the time. And then now, I think most Tottenham fans realise that he's been mistreated. Like, who is it that does Mwani deserve more game time when he comes on so languid and casual? I don't think so. Sean, Tel hit air 3 times. So did Mwani. Yeah, Mwani woofed it twice in the last 2 games, and he's woofed it before as well. No, it's not it shouldn't be a competition about who's woofed it the least, but I'm just saying that Matthias Tel, like, no one deserves particularly that much space. So why not try Matthias Tel? I think he started the first half against Sunderland. It was very good. And I actually quite liked seeing Odegaard in the 10 as well. I thought it was a good first half. We fell off in the second half because the manager said, we've got something to hang on to here, lads. So let's execute game plan A, which is shut up shop, hang on for dear life, and don't you dare try to progress the ball. Don't you dare do anything like playing football. Don't you dare. I can't stand this manager. Can't stand him. But again, goes back to the point. In fact, I'm going to update the poll just quickly for the last couple of minutes before I round off. Find out what you guys are saying. There's 800 people here, by the way. Love to see it on a lunchtime on a Tuesday. Where's my video? So 52% of you want Lookman. Interesting. I need to know where you guys are right now. Are you Frank in, out, out, but no point yet. There you go. 3 options. Allowing you a little bit of the middle ground room there. 69% out. So it's just catching up. It's 56 votes, 65 votes. What are we doing here? Oh, it's evening itself out. It's evening itself out. 28% of you right now are in. 1 in 4 of you are still very much in. It's quite split. The people that are Frank in, though, anybody that's Frank in, can you please let me know what it is that you have seen that makes you think he's the guy? Like, I haven't seen a YouTube fan who backs him because they rate him or they rate what they've seen. All I see is people that are saying, like, you know, it's the players. The reason why we shit is the players. It's not him, which isn't necessarily a backing of him. It's just a defense of him. Is there a pro? Is there a pro rationale? Is there anyone out there that can give me a pro on Thomas Frank other than just the players aren't good enough? Because the players wouldn't be good enough for any manager if that's your thought process. So is there anyone out there is there anyone that's got a pro reason? Let me know. Your Borat impression is on point. G&T talk Tottenham. Gin and tonic. Gin and tonic. Ra-ta-ta-ta. You're a good-looking couple, G&T. Look at that. Wait a minute. Is that a picture of that Australian actress that you've AI'd into your profile pic, or is that your actual missus? Because if so, you're punching, bro. I mean, you're a good-looking bloke as well, though. You look like you moisturise. I reckon you do. I reckon you work in entertainment. Let me know. Let me know. Everyone zoom in. Give G&T some banter. What are we doing here? Let's give him a hard time. Is that bird that was on that film with Wolf of Wall Street? What's her name? Or if that's your actual missus, mate, then you are punching and you deserve everything you get from the chat. Go after him, chat. Go after him. Go after him anyway. Fuck him. I'm ain't joking, G&T. I'm ain't joking. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Margot. It looks a bit like Margot Robbie, doesn't it? Looks a little bit like Margot Robbie. Anyway, the chat haven't given you a hard enough time, so I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. Big up to you. Spurs are looking at Strand Larson. Do me a favour. Oh, touches. Sniffing coke off her butt. Well, he's had a good life, hasn't he, old Leo DiCaprio? Unbelievable. What was I going to say to you? Oh, Ellie's in the house. I always forget that there's females in the chat. Big up to you, Ellie. Big up, Sean. I voted Frank out as I want to see more exciting football, progressive and defensive balance as we are seeing his pragmatism. And I feel even with better players, will be of that mindset. Yeah, I think so as well. Margot Bobby used to be top. Yeah, she did, yeah. Poor man's Bradley Walsh. You're getting it, G&T. You're getting it. That's what the chat does. They were late. They were late to the party there, but Maisie stepped up. Big up to you. Good one. Nice. You can't wait for a deadline day. Strand Larson. There's not really. Is there Strand Larson to Tottenham? What are we doing here? Let me have a look. Oh God, it is true. It is true. We got an article as well to go through. Fucking hell. What are we doing here? Tottenham are booed off after the 1-1 draw. Jamie O'Hara said, honestly, it's getting unbearable to watch we play like it's just to watch we play. Try some grammar, Jamie. Try some grammar, mate. We play like it's just okay to draw to Brentford. Painful. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. What's this bit? Here we go. This is according to a report from Team Talk again, which states Tottenham are one of a number of clubs to have inquired about Wolves' Jurgen Strand Larson, and they are now being kept informed about the striker's situation. Wolves now willing to sanction Strand Larson's departure for a fee of 40 mil ski this month, 20 million less than their previous price tag, given that his value is likely to drop further at the end of the season, with Rob Edwards' side almost certain to be relegated from the top flight. Crystal Palace, Everton and Fulham are also being notified. This is what we're talking about, right? Crystal Palace, Everton and Fulham are looking at him. I mean, I know all three of those clubs are above us in the league, and that's a concern. But, and Newcastle United as well. I don't rate Strand Larson. Do any of you lot rate Strand Larson? I mean, I put him in my fantasy team at the start of the season, to be honest. I thought, well, only because I ran out of cash. But I don't rate him at all. I don't think he's good enough. How much would Manu Kone be? Manu Kone would probably be like 70 million. But, like, he's never going to... I don't think he's going to come to Tottenham. I don't think he's going to be coming to Tottenham. Kone Lookman priority list, says JDGV. Gary O'Neill to replace Reservoir at Strasbourg. Gary O'Neill. Fucking hell. Where is Solanke? This is ridiculous, says Nathan. Yeah, mate, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this this Strand Larson thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll get a transfer news, views and clues update later on because content's got a content, and I'll probably find a reason to sit there and say he's decent, like a user. Like JD saying he's not a horrendous player, maybe he just doesn't move the needle for me. He's no better than Solanke. What are we doing here? Tell you what we're doing, guys. I'm going to round off because I've got a load of stuff. I've got to do my taxes today and all that shit. But I'll be back later on with a Football Inc. And I'll be back later on, no doubt, with the transfer news, views and clues. And we will maybe even have a rabbit hole this evening. But I've got to see if I've got the energy for it. But thank you, everyone, for being a part of today's show. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all of the comeback kids. And appreciate you all. Don't know what time Football Inc. is on, Johnny, Magic J. I've got to figure that one out, mate, with Johnny after the show now. But love you all, and I will see you later on, and I'll see you back for another live stream tomorrow. I'm off to pop this bad boy and take the dog out for a walk as well. See you later. Cheers. Bye.